Okay guys, today we got a really cool little project. This is a shot glass. This is handmade by a metalsmith named Martin Moon. He does, each of these little things is hand chiseled with a very sharp chisel. Really cool. He does some huge 4-foot sculptures and stuff, but he wants to nickel plate and gold plate this, and then he's going to sand down the high areas and it will leave all the engraving gold plated and then this copper. And he wanted me to give it a shot. His website is moonmetalsmithing.com. Go check his stuff out. It's phenomenal. He's an amazing guy and an extremely talented artist. I had to rig up this rack a little bit weird, and we're just gonna have to see how it goes because I've only got one shot. I'm concerned about an air bubble getting in the inside, so I'm gonna try and manipulate it in there to get that bubble out. So I'm going to have to load it in the solution a little bit. So what I'm going to do is dip it in and then tip it. That should work. So we're going to electro clean it pretty well. When we're nickel plating onto copper, it's really important that we electro clean it very well. And since I'm concerned about it throwing inside of the cup, nickel doesn't like to go into deep areas like that, and so I pointed the cup towards the anode because it is kind of a line of sight type of thing with the anode in a way. Really hope this works for him because if it does, it's going to be kind of revolutionary to his work. Alright, that's probably good. It is pretty fresh copper. I'll pull it out and do the same little bubble tactic here. Don't want to touch it though too much. We'll do a double rinse. See, that air bubble just pops up. Okay, now we're gonna go into here just for a quick acid dip. That should do. That is really weird, trying to get the inside of a cup. Alternatively, we could brush plate it, but I would rather do a bath because then you get the attributes of the bright nickel, brightening it up really bright. And he would like this to be as bright as possible. Let's see how that goes. We're gonna leave this in here for a couple minutes, so we'll check back in with you once it's nice and plated.
Do I stop it now?
Yeah. Alright, so it's been a good probably 5 minutes, and I've been moving it around, doing my best to get the inside of the cup facing the anode. I don't want to pull it out to look at it, or I haven't wanted to pull it out to look at it before now because you really just don't want to do that with nickel. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that the inside is hopefully plated. So let's find out how it turned out. Definitely bright and shiny. Alright, so let's check the inside and see. The outside looks amazing. The inside did not plate all the way through to about here. And I don't know if increasing the voltage a little bit would have fixed that. That's a pretty deep hole to throw nickel into. But what he can do, he said he doesn't really care about the inside. He's going to do something to it. But he did wish it was nickel, so he could just brush plate the inside because it was dull to begin with and he's not expecting it to be shiny. But this outside is what he really wanted shiny, and it is definitely bright and shiny. Looks beautiful.